Doing exams in English, the advantages and disadvantages. So students often ask me if they should do an exam to help them improve their English. And I have a few thoughts on that. Let me explain. Exams can be very useful for your career. So you may need to prove that you have a certain level of English, and in this case, it's a good idea to do an exam. The level usually asked for in general is B1 or B2, but if your job would demand more international relations, the level would be higher. So you would look at the level needed for your area, for your work area, and you would try to pass an exam at that level. So here in Europe, I'm in Spain, and in Europe, the main exam that people do are the Cambridge exams. There are other exams, you have the TOEFL, you have the Trinity, other exams, but the Cambridge exams are quite popular. And they are divided by levels, and these levels are reflected in the CEF4 levels of the language levels in Europe. It's the same for all of the languages. So they're pretty standardized, the things that you need to be able to do to reach each level. You have 6 levels, level A1, A2, which are beginners and elementary, levels B1, B2, which would be intermediate level, and then levels C1 and C2, which are advanced and proficiency. Obviously, C2 is very difficult to get, but it can be done. I have students who've done it. So if you do need an exam for your career, it's a good idea to do it. Another reason that you could do an exam is if you needed to get a visa for getting into another country, for example, which is also work related. And then the other reason is because you need motivation. Maybe it's really difficult for you to be motivated to improve your English, and one way to motivate yourself is to do an exam. Because if you do an exam, you have to reach a certain level, and you have to study, and you have to do so many hours. So it is useful for that. However, the disadvantages of doing exams like Cambridge, in my opinion, is that you're studying for an exam. You're not studying to improve your level. So be careful of that maybe you're spending a lot of time studying for an exam when you could be spending that time increasing your fluency, for example. So it depends on what your needs are. If you need an exam for work, great, go ahead and study for the exam. If you need motivation, it's a great reason to do it. But if you just want to generally improve your English and you're quite motivated, just plan and give yourself a deadline, give yourself activities during the week. We go into this in our 3 Steps to English Fluency course, actually. And with a plan and with the right motivation and the right material, you can improve your English without doing exams. So at the end of the day, the choice is yours. Good luck in whatever you choose. If you want any more advice, let us know. And if you like this, subscribe to the channel.